Hello Uganda, welcome to Nnalubaale Blitz Go Local, where we get to tell you everything you need to know about sports here in Uganda. I'm your host Gaga and I'm proudly sponsored by Plascon and hosted by Huma Cafe. So stay tuned because we have quite a number of things to talk about today. We have Gazelles, we have Rugby, we have Masaza Cab, and we have to profile one of your favorite cricket superstars. So keep it locked because we got you covered. Diving into some stories that I have for today, I'm going to start with the Gazelles. In Ivory Coast, history was made on Thursday evening as South Sudan's Bright Starlets edged Uganda's Gazelles 69-68 in a nail-biting women's Afrobasket quarter-final showdown. The Gazelles came into the clash riding high on confidence after a perfect group stage run, including a landmark victory over 11-time champions Senegal. But despite that momentum, Uganda fell just short once again, stopped at the quarterfinals just like they were in 2023 against the host Rwanda. South Sudan, meanwhile, are turning heads in their debut tournament. After receiving a wildcard entry, they've now stand 2 Zone 5 giants in a row. First Egypt and now Uganda, booking their first ever semi-final appearance. The Bright Starlets' fairy tale run continues, while Uganda will have to wait longer to break their quarterfinal curse. Still diving into more basketball now, the Gazelles Saints are on the brink of clinching a National Basketball League playoff spot after a dominant 87-60 win over the JKL Dolphins on Wednesday night at the Lugogo Indoor Arena. Michael Otieno led the charge with 21 points, while Suka Fadil added a double-double of 15 points and 13 rebounds. Really 20 Mabor also chipped in with 13 points as the Saints secured their 12th win of the season. Despite a stellar 19-point, 21-rebound performance from Kaseng, JKL Dolphins, already out of playoff contention, suffered their 8th loss, undone by 28 turnovers and poor 3-point shooting. Gazelles now sit at 12-10, tied with City Oilers and KCCA Panthers. Victoria Crocs, currently 9th, can still match that record by facing a tough challenge with an inferior point difference ahead of their final game against KIU Titans. Moving on to Chan, with just a day to go until the kickoff of the 2024 African Nations Championship, excitement is mounting across East Africa, especially here in Uganda, which is set to host Group C matches. Branding is already lighting up the Entebbe-Kampala highway, signaling a tournament atmosphere in full swing. At the stadium, preparations have reached their peak, with the installation of perimeter LED boards now complete, bringing the venue up to international standards. But despite the visible progress, not everything has gone smoothly. Some fans without smartphones have voiced frustration over the ticketing process, which is currently only accessible via a link on the CAF website. So, And with the parts of the city expected to face road closures, movement may become another hurdle for the fans, especially those unfamiliar with the logistics of big football events. All tracks will be diverted at Kalere, interchange to Gayaza, Kalaji to Mukono. All tracks will be diverted at Mukono to Kalaji to Gayaza to Kalere, interchange. All vehicles will be diverted at Nalia interchange to face Chaliwajala to Sonde and Seta. All vehicles will be diverted at Seta to face Sonde to Namugongo to Chaliwajala to Nalia interchange. All vehicles will be diverted from Bergere to face Jokers Hotel, Chinawataka Road. There will be a cutoff point at Harrod Petrol Station on Chinawataka Road to deny access to Chireka Trading Center. Chireka Nasanga Junction up to Jokers Hotel Road shall be accessed by only pedestrians. Uganda's opening game is set for Monday, 4th of August against Algeria. Coach Mole Biekwaso and several players have called on fans to fill the stadium and rally behind the team as they chase continental glory.
As a coach, I always think about winning game by game. The first game is very important to show where we shall reach, and even the last game in the group. So when we succeed in all the games, I think we would have reached that target. But once we reach the target, it doesn't mean that is the end of the tournament. You will need again to target other things. So we think if we worked so well, this chance will never come back. This is our day. If we succeed leaving the group, we want to succeed reaching the finals. I think fans don't go inside the pitch, but they will be occupying their seats. I will manage what I can manage. I always need to manage what is in my control. I don't really put some emphasis on extended events. I like them so much, but they will not reach where I'll be, and I will do my best to see that I control my boys, control the game, to see that we become successful.
Now, in other news, when it comes to volleyball, with just days to go before the 2025 Africa U20 Women's Volleyball Championship, the Uganda Volleyball Federation has officially unveiled the national team that will represent the country in Yaoundé, Cameroon from August 2nd to 12th. The 11-player squad are a mix of experience and youthful promise. Familiar faces like Najuko Claire, Nnalubaale Nekesa, and Zoe Chang will be joined by rising stars including Nabatanzi Mary, Agola Catherine, and Nzunachi Masi. Leading the team is head coach Waguma Sadat, backed by assistant coaches Mariam Nakamanya and Apollo Namanya. International referee Abdallah Kanyango joins the technical bench, while Tony Peter Lakoni will serve as the head of delegation. Full squads include players like Najuko Claire, Nnalubaale Nekesa, Zoe Chang, Nabatanzi Mary, Achom Shifa, Agola Catherine, Katrina Odamat, Maria Mohammed, Imaligat Keren, Amonding Anne Grace, and Nzunachi Masi. The team is set to depart for Cameroon early Saturday morning. Moving on to women's football, the Federation of Uganda Football Associations, FUFA, has announced sweeping reforms that will require all Uganda Premier League clubs to fully own and operate women's football teams by the 2026 to 2027 season. Currently, UPL clubs can either own or partner with women's teams, but starting in 2 seasons, partnerships with independently run women's clubs will no longer meet club licensing standards. FUFA says every top-flight men's club must now directly integrate a women's side into its official structure. Yes, women's empowerment. As part of the transition, teams already under UPL club ownership will be fast-tracked into the FUFA Women's Elite League, while partner teams will continue to play best on performance. But the goal is clear: a fully professional top-tier women's football league made up of exclusively of UPL club-owned teams by the 2027 to 2028 season. FUFA CEO Edgar Watson Subi says the directive is aimed at boosting visibility, professionalism, and competitiveness in women's football, and warned that clubs failing to comply risk losing their licensing. FUFA has pledged to support clubs throughout the transition, emphasizing that the move is not just about policy, but it's also about progress. Moving on to Masaza Cup, the 2025 Plascon-sponsored Masaza Cup heads into a mid-season break this weekend, paving way for the Kabaka Coronation Sevens, a premier rugby tournament held in celebration of the Kabaka of Buganda's coronation anniversary. The pause comes as a group stage first round concludes, with intense competition already shaping the road to the knockout stages. In the Bulangi group, Sese tops the standings with 9 points, just ahead of Buluri, Budu, and Busuju, who are all tied on 8 points, promising a thrilling second round. Chagwe leads the Muganziraza group with 11 points, 5 clear of second-placed Single, while in Masengere group, Buwekula sits top with 10 points, closely followed by Mawokota on 8. The Masaza Cup resumes next weekend with bumper fixture list spread over 2 days. And these days are Saturday, August 9th, Buvuma vs Bugere at Majo Saza Ground, Chadondo vs Mawokota at Ham Stadium, Nachivubo, Kabula vs Chagwe at Bachijuluda Playground, Butambala vs Kochi at Chibibi SS. And on Sunday, August 10th, Singo vs Mawogola at Singo Saza Ground, Gomba vs Busiro at Kabula Soke Koa PTC, Budu vs Mbululi at Chitovo Sports Arena, and Bulimezi vs Buwekula at Kotovo Kasana Luwero, then Butuju vs Sese at Kachindu Playground. In some rugby news, Uganda's 2025 Rugby Sevens season kicks off this weekend with the Kabaka Coronation Sevens, set for August 2nd to 3rd at Chadondo Rugby Club. The event marks the first of 7 stops on the national series. In the women's competition, 8 teams will take the field, including reigning champions Avengers, who headline Pool A alongside Nile Rapids, She-Wolves, and Panthers. Pool B features strong contenders Black Pearls and Thunderbirds, as well as Walukuba Titans and Iwis. With the Avengers eyeing another title, competition from the Pearls and Thunderbirds is expected to be fierce. The men's side fixtures are deep field of 16 teams, led by the defending champions Platinum Credit Heathens. Kampani Eagles and Gulu City Falcons join established sides like the Stanbic Bank Pirates and Toyota Buffaloes. The draw has set up a competitive state across all pools, with Pool B featuring Pirates, Hippos, Elgon Wolves and Victoria Sharks already dubbed the Group of Death. With top teams under pressure and underdogs ready to pounce, the 2025 Uganda Rugby Sevens Series promises fireworks from the very first whistle. Now let's dive into some table tennis. Uganda's table tennis stars continue to shine on day 4 of the 2025 ITTF Africa Youth Championships in Lagos. Patience Anyango and Joseph Sebatindira were named Female and Male Player of the Day, with Anyango earning the honor for second day in a row. In the under-15 mixed doubles, Sebatindira and Jemima Nakauka cruised past Nigeria's Joseph Marvelous and Mariam Aruna with a 3-0 win. Sharif Nsereko and Patience Anyango also triumphed 3-0 against Benin's Fenou and Christabel Amaji. However, Uganda's third pair, Ibrahim Mutesasira and Petra Nansirumbi, fell to Tunisia. We hope to clinch some golds from Lagos. Good luck to the youth girls and boys. Let's move on to some diaspora football. Out of Uganda, this week Uganda Cranes captain Khalid Aucho officially ended his successful 4-year stint with Tanzania's Young Africans SC. Aucho, who joined Yanga in 2021 from Egypt's El Makassa, leaves behind an illustrious record, winning 4 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups and 3 Community Shields. He also played a pivotal role in Yanga's run to the 2023 CAF Confederation Cup final. The midfielder's departure comes after failed contract negotiations, with the club offering a 1-year extension with Aucho sold a 2-year deal. Elsewhere, Uganda's Salim Jamal Magola helped Richards Bay FC lift their first ever KZN Premier League Cup title with a 1-0 victory over Durban City on Sunday. Jamal was instrumental in the goal throughout the tournament, especially during a dramatic semi-final shootout win against Midlands Wanderers. The final, played at the newly reopened Umlathuze Sports Complex, saw Siyabonga Nzama net the decisive goal, capping off a memorable day for the club and its fans. Now, diving into Blitz Extra Time, my favorite part of the show. This is where we profile your favorite sports personalities in Uganda. Today, we are going to be profiling Juma Miyaji, a rising star of Ugandan cricket. Juma Miyaji, born on April 5, 2003 in Kampala, Uganda, is one of the country's most exciting cricket talents. Growing up in Naguru, a tough slum area in the capital, Miyaji's early years were marked by hardship, as he was also studying at St. John's, Mukono. He initially played tennis before switching to cricket through community-based programs and youth structures in Kampala. His breakthrough came at the 2022 ICC Cup Under-19 Cricket World Cup, where he impressed with 13 wickets in 5 games, becoming Uganda's top wicket taker and 5th overall in the tournament. The performance catapulted him into the senior national team, debuting in T20s against Namibia in April 2022. By mid-2024, Miyaji had played over 21 T20s, taken 34 wickets, and earned a spot in Uganda's squad for the 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. In 2025, he starred in the Challenge League B in Hong Kong, where he took 6 out of 17 against Tanzania and was named Best Cricketer of the Month in February. In July 2025, at just 22, Miyaji was appointed captain of the national side for the Pearl of Africa T20 series, which he won with utmost pride, signaling his new era for Ugandan cricket. His journey from Naguru's dusty streets to the international stage is a testament to talent, determination, and resilience.
Show your orange. To get ready. Show your color. To arcade for our teams. Ignite your color with Plascon, proud partner of Uganda Sports. Color your world.
Thank you for keeping it Nnalubaale Blitz Go Local, where we get to give you all the gist when it comes to sports here in Uganda. I'm your host Gaga, and I'm proudly sponsored by Plascon and hosted by Homa Cafe in Ntinda. Sometimes same place, see you there.